Hello, my PC students. Now I've opened up, or I didn't, I created, as it said, create the Northwest Corporation, and I did that. So you can get yours all keyed in and set up, and then you can watch the video. But you've done this before, so this is easy for you, but let's just go over it again, okay? So your sales were $250,000 in the first quarter. You expect the sales growth factor is 30%. So remember, you have your sales plus, and then in parentheses, you have to take your sales times 30% absolute. Your sales plus your growth, okay? And you've learned that one inside out. And now drag across to the third and fourth quarters. Okay, now cost of goods sold are 40% of your sales. So equals, and you've got to take 40% absolute times your sales. All right, so 100,000 is your cost of goods sold. Now you can drag it across now, or you can wait and drag it all at the same time. It doesn't matter. Now gross margin, you already know, is your selling price or your sales minus your cost. So your gross profit is 150,000. Okay, your expenses are 35% of the gross margin. So, well, I need my equals first. So equals, and take your 35% absolute times your gross margin. So your expenses are $52,500. All right, your earnings before taxes then would be equals your gross margin minus your expenses. All right, and you end up with $97,500. Your taxes are 30%, so equals 30% absolute times your earnings before taxes. All right, and you got $29,250. So what's your net income? Then has to be equals your earnings before taxes minus your taxes. And you end up with $68,250, but you started out with a selling price of $250,000. So you must always remember the cost of your goods gives you gross margin when you subtract. Now your expenses were 35% of the gross margin, so gross margin minus your expenses gives you your earnings. And your taxes are 30%. You've got to remember, you've got to pay those, and there's what you're left with. All right, so now I'm going to hold down your shift key and drag across to here so that I transfer all of your formulas. And if we take a look at that, you will see here, oh, I don't want to go that far. Okay, so here, oh, come on. Okay, let's size this column down. Okay, so now you can see that everything played through all the way. Your gross margin you subtracted each time. You calculated your expenses each time. You calculated your earnings before taxes, and you calculated your taxes, and then what was your net income. All right, so now we want to go year to date. So I'm going to go Control F single quote, and you want to sum everything up, right? So you're going to say equals sum, open your parentheses, and you're going to sum your 4 quarters. All right, grab your fill handle and drag down. Now we got a bunch of dollar signs there. We're going to take some of those out. So I'm going to pick up a number with no dollar sign, take it out here, and we'll take it out here and here and here, and we're just going to leave your dollar sign on the main or the major things, the sales, the gross margin, and of course your net income, the bottom line. So that one you already know how to do. That was pretty easy for you, but I just reviewed it. So save it, and we will stop there.